How you doing, Melchizedek? Todd here, and I'm going to do like a little brief history of weaponpress.com. I'm just guess playing with this changing logo I did. 15 years fighting evil. Um, just want to hurry up and just kind of let's do a brief little history how Weapon Press started. Um, let's see. This right here actually is the first picture I did in Photoshop. The first coloring picture I did, it was the original cover for Allegories of the Way. Actually, John Kinhard helped me color it. He showed me what Photoshop was, and I liked it. Definitely I've improved much more with Photoshop, but for the first time, it was fun to do. So, originally, let me show you. So originally, Allegories of the Way was just actually going to be an epic, which eventually it came. But before, it was going to be an epic about a young Christian who, were dealing with a lot of different stuff, like a whole year of her life, and then the angels, I guess, in the spiritual world, dealing with her was going to be Justice and Dora. You can see this is like the original picture of Justice. There's a whole like feathered angel kind of stylized kind of thing, and of course he changed a lot. There he is right here. Still keeping the feathered kind of look, but actually giving him a face and so forth. Um, anyway, so that really didn't work out because I realized that for me to do an epic, that would take a very long time. So I decided, well, let me just do short stories. And so I started off doing Endurance. The first story of Allegories of the Way, and this is it without it being colored. But originally, let me find it. Endurance looked like this. Uh, if you read the words, this is from Allegories of the Way, Volume 1, where I kind of make some jokes about the original art. I had just got done doing like fine arts for a number of years, I think watercolor. So when I decided to finally do a comic book, um, I really didn't know what style to use, to be honest with you. So that's why when you look at this, you can see just just like I just wasn't certain what to do. Pretty much, you can see that, and I saw that too, and I just really didn't like it. See little lines that it just wasn't really a good style. It's kind of like I was jumping from uh, like this kind of sketchy style to a little detail and so forth, and it just wasn't really great um, at all. And so I realized, though, to get done with these short stories, I kind of wanted, like I said, a sense of accomplishment. I need to do a more linear style, uh, which developed. And let me see. Yeah, I guess, let me see. See, pretty much just have the picture right here. It's developed this style. Kind of like this linear and like this wavy kind of style. Um, you know, uh, a friend of mine, Maurice Ahinicho, I remember him inking my stuff before. This was somewhat based on how he inked it. I believe, like these kind of bold, kind of wavy lines. I probably like changed it some, but this was pretty much next of what I wanted to do. And then the next thing I wanted to do was to color it. Now this all happened probably back when I was like 24. So he was talking about probably about, man, close to like the year 2000, 1999 maybe. Probably trying to think, yeah, probably more like 2000 when I started this. And so anyway, I wanted to get it colored. And the problem was that, I couldn't color it because the first machine I had, which was a blessing actually, was an iMac, if you remember these. My friend John Kinhart gave me one. He actually helped me build my first website. And so I used the iMac, these old school iMacs, and So the next one was the Dell, and I was trying to see, and it has zip disk. If any of you remember zip disk, so zip disk didn't really couldn't hold that much memory to it. Some of you probably never even seen these, don't even know they even existed. Um, and so I couldn't really color myself. I didn't have the program and so forth. So I was going to hire someone, which I did, but she eventually fell through. So I was like thinking, instead of trying to color, I'm just going to go ahead and go grayscale. So I started learning how to grayscale, and so this is how I kind of grayscale. I just did a linear, and I just put grayscales on it. Kind of like I don't know. I guess like how a lot of manga has like grayscale and stuff, and so that's what I decided to do. Because this was easier and faster, and I don't got to worry about color at all. And even grayscaling, some ways that grayscale like change, in time. But then my good friend Stan Margolo, he got me. Whoops, he got me a Dell. Now I couldn't. I'm trying to find the Dell that he got me online, but I couldn't. But it was a yeah, XPS. It was a big tower, and it had let me see if I have it. It had this Creative Suite 2. So I had Dreamweaver, I had Photoshop, I had Illustrator, so I had all the great programs. It was a real blessing from God. I feel like it really what made my ministry kind of like blow up more because I had all the tools necessary to do whatever I wanted. So it was a real blessing that Stan bought this for me, and and he actually helped me out too with back when I was trying to put the my my pictures on that's on the website and actually format it into a comic book. Like he helped scan it for me, show me how to show me a number of things, an Illustrator. So just really taught me a lot of stuff beforehand. Him and John, until finally I had the program and the computer, to do everything pretty much I needed to do for allegories. Now, granted, it was years later I actually even colored anything, um, but it was just just seeing God's hand in all of this. It just amazing. And that's why I kind of just tell people just to don't give up and keep on going. With your dream and so forth. And sometimes there are a lot of obstacles, but you just have to kind of fight through. Um, and to just believe where God is taking you. So that's somewhat of a quick, fast, brief history of how Weapon Press started. Like I said, my first comic book was Allegories of the Way, and like I said, it was just a series of short stories, but eventually it actually did become a an epic, and I'll talk about that next time in next video.